Hi, peoples. Thank you for stopping by to watch this question and answer video. I received quite a number of questions on Facebook and some on Instagram and just a couple on YouTube. Actually, nobody answered my post, so I'm just gonna answer whatever I received. Maybe it'll be interesting for you, hopefully. Today is February 2nd. It's about 3:40 in the afternoon. I'm feeling okay at the moment. Just an hour ago, I had a really bad flare-up in my leg pain, but right now seems to be so-so. Okay, I'll get started. Where did you live in Ukraine? Okay, so I was born in a little town called Bar, B-A-R. It's, I think, basically in the middle of Ukraine almost. Maybe Midwest. Yeah, Midwest. And we lived then in a large city, Zaporozhye. I think we lived there for approximately 3.5 years. And then we moved to the capital, Kiev. And we were there until September 1989. Well, at least Mom and I, because that's when we flew here to the United States to receive medical treatment for my pituitary gigantism. So that's where we lived in Ukraine. By the way, these questions are not in any order, so I apologize. They'll just be random questions. What are your favorite board games? I noticed you have a niece and nephew. What do you guys play? Okay, so we don't really have too many in our rotation. I think the favorite would be Uno. We have Uno Attack. I don't know if that's considered a board game or not, but Uno Attack seems to be like our go-to game, like after breakfast or before my niece has to go to bed at night. We'll sit down for an hour and play some Uno Attack, or we'll play Sorry. And we've made some house rules for Sorry to make it more interesting. So that kind of stuff. Let's see. Occasionally we'll play Monopoly. We have the Monopoly Avengers or Marvel edition. My nephew picked it out. Then we have Kings of Tokyo or King of Tokyo and Kings in the Corners. Those are basically the games that we have in our rotation. I have other board games, but they're either so complicated that I can't even understand them myself, or they're too complicated for my niece. And so we need board games that everyone is able to play and understand. So we stick to those for now, but I'm always kind of looking for something new because it gets so old. Oh my Lord, it gets so old when you played Uno 100,000 times. Oh my Lord. Okay. What are your favorite sports to watch? I would say dominantly I watch mixed martial arts the most. UFC, most of the free events that they put on throughout the year, I watch those. And a couple 2-3 times a year. Me and a couple of my friends, we will, they will come over here to my house and we will order a live pay-per-view event so we can like pitch in money, and because they are very, very expensive. And so that way, 2-3 times a year, we do that. We'll order some pizza and we'll just sit here for almost 4 or 5 hours and enjoy some MMA. Are you a fan of the Olympics? I am, in fact, a fan of the Olympics. I love the patriotism that people show when it's Olympics time, and I like to watch a lot of different sports, and I like to watch people compete from all countries. I don't watch just where America competes or just where Ukraine competes. I don't do that. I like to watch everything. And some of my favorite sports in the Olympics is gymnastics, where what are they called? The pommel horses and those things where they keep spinning in circles and then dismount. Then there's this one event where they're on a big square, like court, and they run from corner to corner doing flips, and like they have sometimes batons with like strings on them. They do like really pretty and creative stuff, and I'm a big fan of that because that takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication. That's not somebody who's lazy. To be doing that at the Olympic level, that's amazing, and I applaud everyone who can do that. Then I like to watch, of course, hockey. I am still, it's my bias. It's because I come from Eastern Europe. I'm always rooting for the Eastern European teams. So when usually the Czech Republic will have a strong team, then there's, typically all those like Slovenias, there's like countries like those. Ukraine, I don't think really ever qualifies for the hockey. It's just, we don't have the facilities, I don't think, in Ukraine developed enough to be producing Olympic level hockey teams, I think. But yeah, let's see. I like the snowboarding and the long jumps and different kinds of skiing. And I'm a big fan of everything. I love the Olympics. I'm looking forward to them. What type of phone do you have? Well, I'm using it right now to record myself. So I think it's, let's see. It's I know it's called an A71 5G. I'm not sure if that's Samsung or what. The screen is actually a bit smaller than my Pixel 2 that I had before it, but my Pixel 2, the screen cracked on it, and it was kind of starting to get warped, like curving, and so they had a deal where you can get 2 phones for the price of one. And so we got 2 new phones, Mom and I did. Okay. Hobbies. What are your hobbies? Okay. Well, I used to have some hobbies when I used to be able to actually drive and walk around and get out of the house, but now I really don't have any hobbies. It's pretty much down to the point where I can't afford to have any hobbies. I used to go fishing. I loved fishing. I never caught anything good, but I still love to go fishing. I told typical fish stories where, I caught it this big, but in fact it was like this big. So, I used to collect, Magic the Gathering cards, and would play with some friends or down at some gaming store. Yeah, but now my only hobby was playing computer games, but my gaming computer broke. As some of you may know, I have a link in my profile to my PayPal money pool. I'm trying to collect enough money to buy a new gaming computer because my last one got smoked. And so I can't really do any big video editing now or that kind of stuff. I can't play even my old computer games on what I have now, and it's just pissing me off. So yeah. What are your favorite 5 movies? All right, let's see. That's a super hard question. I have way too many favorite movies. I know I would have to throw in there, I gotta love the movie Braveheart. I love the movie Black Hawk Down. Then there's a 90s movie called The Exorcist. Or wait a minute. Or something like that. No. It's not The Exorcist. Oh my God. Now it's gonna kill me. I can't remember the name of the movie. Okay, I remembered the movie is not called The Exorcist. It's called Stigmata. Stigmata. And you can just look it up on Google and read what it's about, but I've watched it a number of times and I still get a kick out of it. I think it's a really cool movie. Let's see. I really like all these new Marvel, Avengers movies and all the Iron Man movies. I'm not a fan of any of the Thor movies. I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. Captain America movies, so I don't have just 5 favorite movies. Yeah, sorry. Let's see. What are your 5 favorite PC games? Okay. Again, there's just too many. I'm gonna throw into the list for sure Fallout 4. That's probably gonna be my favorite of all time because of the ability to modify it. When I play Fallout 4, I have typically a minimum of 100 mods running. So it makes the game, dozens of times more interesting, more stable, better graphics, more weapons, more NPCs, all the stuff that the company didn't put in to the game, but the fans like. So you can get it usually in mods. So that's what I do. I love to mod my computer games. Then, of course, I really loved Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. I played Oblivion and Skyrim to death. I love the game Civilization 5. Back in the day, in the 2000s, I loved the old Call of Duty and Medal of Honor games, where it wasn't these fancy new ones where you can go wherever you want and do whatever you want. It wasn't that. There was a single path for you to take, and you couldn't turn off the path, do something sneaky. You just had to follow a linear path in the game, and there would be like funny glitches where you could keep shooting the Germans. You could kill 1,000 of them, and they'll just keep coming and coming until you decide to move past the area. So yeah, I loved to play those games. Nowadays, I can't play the shooting games like the Call of Duties and stuff because I don't have the reflexes for it anymore. I'm too slow on the trigger. Yeah. Let's see. On YouTube, I got asked a question if when this COVID thing gets under control, if I would ever travel, I think, to the Philippines. Listen, I would love to travel to everywhere and meet everyone, but I can't travel anymore, and I'm never going to be able to travel again because airplanes aren't made for people like me, and I'm not going to put myself through the pain and suffering to go somewhere. Plus, my leg pain and my disability now won't allow me to travel anywhere. So, yeah, I'm never going to be able to go back to Ukraine again. So, the last time I went, I think 2013 was the last time that I will go. I mean, that I will see my homeland. Then also on YouTube, I got asked, where do you prefer to live, Ukraine or the United States? That question it's hard to explain. I came here to the United States when I was 7 years old. So I am completely Americanized. I'm used to American lifestyle, English language, I'm used to the way things are here. I only lived in Ukraine until I was barely 7 years old. So it's not really a question of where you would prefer to live. I would prefer to go on vacation and see my homeland and visit my friends and relatives, of course, but life didn't give me those choices now, so it's kind of pointless to talk about. And then, yeah, somebody asked me, do you do PC gaming? And yeah, as I was talking about, PC gaming was my only hobby nowadays, but my computer, my gaming computer got completely fried, and I don't want to get a laptop anymore because it's too easy to break a laptop. So I want to just have a nice desktop gaming computer. But since I can't work because of my disability, I don't have an income. And so I can't like go out and just make purchases that are that big. And this isn't begging for anything. I'm just giving you the facts of how it is. So yeah, PC gaming was my favorite thing to do, and I would still love to do it because there's so many good games coming out. So yeah, I got asked again which books I read, but I've gone over that in like the last 10 of my question and answer sessions. So I'm not gonna do that in this one, alright? Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully for next time I can get some more questions, something different. Let's see. Let's see if Katya will come and visit us. Katya! Katya! Usually at this time of day, she's snoring on my bed, snuggled up near or on my blanket, or she'll be laying on my table in my room where the sun is shining so that it's nice and warm. So I have two cats. I have another cat that we adopted, Anton, but to tell you the truth, the only time I've ever been able to hold Anton was when we adopted him. He will not allow me to touch him. I pretty much cannot pet him. I can't hold him. He just lives in my house, but he does nothing that I enjoy because I can't, I can't hold him. I can't play with him. So I don't know what's wrong with him. He's never been, like mistreated. We got him when he was really, really little, and we took care of him, and he had all these places to climb and hide and toys to play with, and Katya really took care of him. She kind of took on the motherly role and groomed him and such. But yeah, I don't know what's wrong with him that he won't allow me to touch him or anything. So yeah, I used to have dogs. I had 2 dogs. The first dog I ever had was a purebred Siberian Husky, and we named him Tuzik. And Tuzik is a very typical kind of dog name in Ukraine. My grandma had a dog that she called Tuzik. So he had beautiful blue eyes. Man, he was so full of energy. He would stand on his hind legs and jump like a kangaroo when someone came home. And yeah, and then about 4 or 5 years after we got Tuzik, we got a purebred Alaskan Malamute, and I named him Tarzan. And Tarzan was complete opposite of Tuzik. Tarzan was a complete teddy bear. He was just a big fat teddy bear. He loved to snuggle. He loved to give everyone kisses. He loved to pose for the camera. And he was so good with children. And like, even if you had the doors open in the house, he wouldn't run away anywhere. He wasn't into that. He would just lay here on our front porch or on our deck in the back, just chill out. So yeah, I see Katya isn't coming, so maybe you'll get to see her in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. So long.